Over the past 2 weeks, we met two children. We met Sarah, the scapegoat, the one who was always wrong, always blamed, always carrying a weight she never agreed to carry. And we met Daniel, the golden child, the one who appeared to have everything, but whose love was always conditional, always a performance, always one failure away from disappearing. And in the comments, in thousands of messages, you kept asking me the same question. Who is the mother? Who is the woman at the center of all of this? Who creates a scapegoat and a golden child in the same family, in the same house, from the same love? Who does this and still believes she is a good mother? Today, we are going to talk about the narcissistic mother. Not as a villain, not as a monster, but as a deeply wounded human being who passed her wounds down, in the only way she knew how, to the children who had no choice but to receive them. She never hit her daughter. She never screamed. She never did anything the law would recognize as abuse. And yet her daughter spent 30 years unable to trust her own memories, unable to trust her own feelings, unable to answer the simplest question, am I okay? Dark psychology calls this gaslighting, emotional enmeshment, covert narcissism. Her daughter called it something simpler. She called it love. And that is exactly what made it so dangerous. When most people hear the word narcissist, they imagine someone loud, someone selfish, someone obvious. But the narcissistic mother is rarely that person. She is the one who sacrifices everything and reminds you of it. She is the one who cries when you set boundaries. She is the one who says, I love you, but somehow it never feels safe. Her love always comes with a condition, unspoken, invisible, but always there. Some narcissistic mothers are loud, but the most dangerous ones are quiet. They don't scream. They don't attack. They control through guilt, through silence, through emotional withdrawal, and no one sees it, not even the child. Claire grew up in a house full of love. That is what she will tell you, and she believes it. Her mother was always there, always caring, always present, always loving, but there was always a but. You are beautiful, but why do you look so tired? You are talented, but don't get too proud. You mean everything to me, but sometimes I wonder if you understand my sacrifices. It was never loud, never obvious, just a whisper, a look, a pause. And Claire heard all of it. She spent her childhood trying to earn a version of love that didn't hurt. It didn't exist. When Claire was 12, she told her mother something simple. You embarrassed me. Her mother looked hurt, deeply hurt. I can't believe you would say that to me. I was trying to help you. After everything I do for you. Claire apologized. She always apologized. She went in hurt. She came out guilty. This happened again and again and again, until one quiet belief formed inside her mind. Something is wrong with me. The narcissistic mother uses patterns so subtle they feel invisible, but once you see them, you cannot unsee them. She makes her pain your responsibility. She praises you, but always leaves a wound inside the compliment. She makes you question your memory, your feelings, your reality. She treats you not as a person, but as an extension of herself. She appears perfect in public and leaves you confused in private. And when she is displeased, she doesn't shout. She disappears, and you learn to fix yourself just to bring her warmth back. Claire was 41 when she finally said it out loud. I think my mother made me feel crazy. Her therapist asked her one question. When you were sad as a child, what happened? She searched her memory for comfort, for validation, for someone saying, you are okay. She couldn't find it. Instead, she found something else. She learned to hide her feelings, to manage her emotions, to protect her mother from them. The therapist said something that changed everything. You were not a difficult child. You were a child in a difficult system. For the first time in her life, it wasn't her fault. She didn't fight her mother. She didn't demand apologies. She simply stopped waiting, stopped explaining, stopped doubting herself, and slowly she started trusting her own reality. I spent 40 years trying to be who she needed. The day I healed was the day I became who I am. If you recognize someone in this story, listen carefully. You are not betraying anyone by seeing the truth. You are not cruel for naming your experience. You are being honest. If your pain turned into guilt, if your feelings were questioned, if you still doubt your own memories, you are not wrong. You are not too sensitive. You were simply taught not to trust yourself. Your feelings are real. Your memories are real. Your experience is valid. And no one, not even your mother, has the right to take that from you. She may never understand, but your healing does not require her understanding, only yours. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever tried to explain your mother and watched someone not believe you because she seemed perfect from the outside? If yes, write it in the comments, because here you will be believed. Tomorrow, we ask the hardest question of this series. Should you forgive her? And the answer may change everything.